Valley Sports San Diego, the heart of a fan.
Quite a night last night for C.J. Cron. He went off, not one, but 2 home runs as the Rockies exploded out of the gate in Game 1. It's Party in the Park. Fans making their way in. It's opening week, and it's presented by Front Door. It's Game 2 of a 4-game series between the Colorado Rockies and the San Diego Padres. Welcome inside the broadcast booth, everybody. I'm Don Orsillo along with Mark Grant. Welcome to Padres baseball. Well, last night, offensively for the Padres, not outstanding, but a great first impression from their new shortstop, Xander Bogaerts.
Would you expect anything less? I mean, let's face it, Xander Bogaerts has been doing it throughout his big league career with the Boston Red Sox. And talk about the extra base pop for the Padres shortstop. Last year, he had 38 doubles. He's hit as many as 45, 48 doubles in a season. So to the pull side, yes. And then with 2 strikes, he goes down the opposite way. And then I tell you what, the flip side of the scorecard. How about the relay? Clinic. Great position, great throw. Nola at the plate to get the runner. He's doing it both sides of the plate, and the scorecard there with the power and the defense. He's fun to watch.
Tonight, Nick Martinez last year was in the starting rotation. He was in the bullpen. This year, he starts as a starter.
Yeah, and the numbers are staggering because when you look at Nick Martinez out of the bullpen as opposed to a starter, yeah, they're higher as a starter. So what this tells me with the Padres, he signed. First of all, he opted out, then he signed back. But last season as a starter, look at the whip, almost 1.5, right? The ERA. I think as a reliever, though, better because it's maybe one time around, maybe 2 innings or so, and the numbers prove that. 54 innings as a reliever, a 1 whip, and an ERA of 2.67. Hopefully he can go long tonight.
We look forward to that. Coming up, pace of play on opening day. Yesterday we saw our first regular season day with the clock and rule changes. Bob Scanlon will break it down next.
By Rafael Devers as he is called out on strikes for a pitch clock violation, not being alert to the pitcher with 8 seconds left. He will forever go down in history as the first Major League player to be called out on a pitch clock violation. He probably won't be the last, and although it was a tough night for Mr. Devers, everything seemed to go fairly smoothly with the introduction of the pitch clock last night. Major League Baseball getting their desired result, which was an increase in the pace of play. How effective was it? Well, last year, the average pace of play in Major League Baseball was 3 hours and 3 minutes. Last night, 2:45, a reduction of 18 minutes. The quickest game, 2 teams played at 2 hours and 15 minutes. The longest one between Toronto and St. Louis, you see there at 3:38, but there are 19 runs and 34 hits in that game. Don't blame the clock. Blame the pitching on that one. So what's been the players' reaction? It's been mixed. Hitters seem to be a little bit more concerned than the pitchers, but both sides understand that the clock is here, and now the race is on to not only to adjust, but to somehow figure out how someone can take advantage of it. Well, it's time to connect for a win. The first night of the City Connect uniforms for the Padres, and the Padres hoping it brings them some luck to get their first win of the season. Padres, Rockies, first pitch coming up next right here on Valley Sports San Diego.
Home repair and maintenance app coming soon. By Nissan, don't let amazing offers pass you by at the Nissan Thrill of the Drive event. Shop NissanUSA.com. By Valley View Casino and Hotel. Join the most generous Players Club in Southern California and receive over $100 in free instant offers. No strings attached. And by Pacifico. Pacifico is a rich golden lager brewed for those who follow their own path. Pacifico, live life, anchors up. City Connect uniforms. And a Friday night in San Diego as we check out the weather report brought to you by HES Solar. 60 degrees, 10 miles per hour, the breeze from the northwest. And far more comfortable here tonight than it was last night with the rain we were dealing with in last night's beginning of the game and the cold temperature. Still on the cool side, though. It's 60 degrees, but at least no precipitation.
The weather is cooperating. It looks like the seats are going to be filled once again here at Petco Park for Game 2. City Connect time for the Padres and the fans. We see a lot of that in the stands as well. It's time to rebound. The beauty about baseball is after taking the loss last night, 7-2, Padres trying to bounce back tonight.
And the Padres looking to bounce back with a different looking lineup tonight than what we saw last night. And the Padres have got Nick Martinez on the mound tonight as he gets ready. He's about to be taking the field.
I think that's the beauty of this lineup, what Bob Melvin can do, right, Donnie? Because tonight, Xander Bogaerts is leading off. Last night, he batted fourth and was 3 for 4. We talked about him earlier, a couple of doubles and a single. So a lot of versatility and a lot of moving parts in that lineup, as Austin Nola is all ready to go.
Now for Nick Martinez, was in the rotation, then in the bullpen last year, and of course made an appearance in the WBC as well for Team USA. And
yeah, Nick's a gamer. He is ready to go, whether it's out of the bullpen or starting, and he gets his chance tonight in Game 2 against the Rocks.
Now he takes the field along with his teammates at Petco Park. As the Padres take the field, let's check out the Rockies starting lineup, brought to you by Appliance Alley. Jonathan Daza at the top of the order and in center field, leading it off with Chris Bryant in right. Charlie Blackmon had a big night last night. He's the DH batting third, with C.J. Cron at first base. Ryan McMahon at second base. Eleutherius Montero is at third base, with Elias Diaz doing the catching. Harold Castro is in left field. Ezekiel Tovar at shortstop, rounding out the starting 9 for the Rocks. And as mentioned, on the mound is Nick Martinez.
Well, we know that Cactus League play is all about getting in shape and getting out of camp healthy. Well, he did that, Nick Martinez. 2-1. He had a nice 1.93 ERA and 4 Cactus League starts. There are the numbers from last year, and you can see the versatility. Games started, 106 innings, 239 opponent's batting average against. 95 strikeouts in those 106 1/3 innings pitched for Nick Martinez.
Let's check out the defense as we check out the players on the field, presented by Players Club at Valley View Casino. Soto in left, Grisham in center, Zokar around in right. Third to first, Manny Machado, Xander Bogaerts, Ha-Sung Kim, and Jake Cronenworth, with Austin Nola back behind the dish doing the catching for Nick Martinez.
Game 2 about to be started here in the gas lamp, downtown San Diego. Nick Martinez ready to go, stepping up to the plate. Is Jonathan Daza for the Rockies, stepping up to the mic as the play-by-play voice of the Padres. Give it up for Donnie Orsillo. Donnie?
Thanks very much, Mudley. Here we go. Game 2 of the 2023 season for the San Diego Padres. Looking for their first win of this season. And the first pitch is in there for strike 1, and we're underway. Jonathan Daza leading off last night as well. And getting the start in center field for the Rocks. It's one on the ground to short, right to Xander Bogaerts for out number 1.
Early outs are a good thing for Nick Martinez. Boy, if he can throw 2 or 3 pitches in at bat and go deep into this ball game, he should be good to go. Talked to Bob Melton before the game. He's good for about 90 pitches, 95. Hopefully he can go deep and kind of save that bullpen a little bit.
One down in the inning for Chris Bryant. Injury marred season a year ago for Bryant, and didn't face the Padres in the season series last year. Only played in 42 games last year. The former Cub returning to San Diego, where he played his college baseball, and takes the strike to even the count at 1-1.
Well, if Nick can locate that pitch off the plate like he just did where he got that call, stay out there, keep getting that call. Gonna have a good night.
Line to left and in for a base hit in front of Soto. So Chris Bryant with a 1-out single. First base runner to reach tonight for the Rockies. Let's take a look at StatCast, powered by Google Cloud.
Here's what Nick Martinez has in the toolbox. He's got the 4-seamer and the changeup pretty even when it comes to percentages. He throws that cut fastball to stay off the barrel. He'll mix in a curveball for a show pitch, and then that sinker. And that sinker, they're only hitting 197. The changeup, 155. That's his best secondary pitch for Nick Martinez.
1 out, 1 on for Charlie Blackmon. Nice start to his season last night, and a swing and a miss for strike 1. The 36-year-old Charlie Blackmon. DHing the first 2 games of the year. Didn't play much defense last year either. There's a fly ball to shallow left. Manny's out. Soto's in, and it'll fall in front of Soto for a base hit. Bryant will take second. And Machado went out. Soto came in and ends up that Dewan was the closest to it, but couldn't make the catch.
Once again, Blackman puts together a good at-bat. Sometimes he'll square it up, sometimes he'll fight it off. And this one finds the spot right in front of Soto. Not sure what kind of jump that Juan got in left field, but Manny backing up. Somebody's got to back up at third base. Nick Martinez made his way over there, keeping Bryant at second. But the double play still in order.
So 2 on 1 away. Rockies threatening in the first inning against Nick Martinez. Here is C.J. Cron. What a night he had last night, and look out. Fastball up and in. And he feels like that's on purpose after the big night last night and the 2 home runs. And getting into it a little bit with Brian O'Nora. He thought that one had a purpose to it.
Hey, it's a pitch inside, right? With purpose. Trying to go in, misses a little bit, up and in.
Works away with a curveball that time, and Martinez falling behind 2-0. He was 4 for 5 in last night's game with a double, 2 home runs, and 5 runs batted in. It was quite a show here last night for C.J. Cron. Pops it up foul off to the right out of play. Well, he had a couple home runs and they went to different directions. This one off Nabil Crismat to left. Just cleared the fence, and then off Tapia, taking it the other way.
What's that tell you about Cron? Foul pole to foul pole, especially in Denver. We saw him go the opposite field. You cannot let him get extended, and that's what he did last night. Got extended on that changeup out in front, took the fastball the opposite way. He's some kind of strong.
Bryant at second, Blackman at first, 1 away. And a 3-1 pitch. It drops in there at the bottom of the zone for a strike. Full count now.
Little cut fastball from Nick there. 3-1. A pitch that you can kind of locate. Doesn't have that big break. So it's really a good selection of pitches right there when you're behind in the count.
That's ball 4, and the bases are filled with Rockies. A walk allowed by Nick Martinez, and they are loaded up here in the first inning.
Hey, not the worst fate for Nick Martinez. Sure, you know, full of Rockies, but still. Lefty out there, you can utilize that 2-seamer. You can utilize the changeup, try to get a grounder. Get a double play to get out of this inning.
Ryan McMahon standing in on the left side, deep in the box. Swinging away, lifts a fly ball down the left field line towards the corner. Soto is over, but that'll be a foul ball. Into the seats. Well, Padres pitchers K9, your K9 or feline wins. Petco Vital Care members can visit participating Petco locations the next day to score a free 6-ounce wholehearted treat with an eligible purchase. Bases loaded, 1 down, and that is up and in.
Try to jam him with the hard stuff, go soft down and away. Heads up, right side of the infield, and might get that ground ball to turn 2.
On the ground to third base, Machado will go to second for 1. They get 1, that's it, and a run scores. Now, let's see if the Rockies are going to challenge this or not. Coming across the bag awkwardly was Bogaerts, and the umpire at second base, Nestor Cejas, said it was on the transfer that he dropped the ball, and the Rockies agree they're not going to challenge. So out at second base will be Cron.
This could have been gnarly right here, tangled up at second base. So let's go to Manny. As you mentioned, Don, very awkward for Bogaerts from the shortstop position going over to cover. Manny throwing to a moving target on the outfield side, and you know what? Wow. Nick Martinez transfer. He's out. Although Rockies are on the board.
So 1-0 Rockies, and a ground ball to deep third, but foul. Off the bat of Montero. Batting with runners at first and third. Rockies had the fast start in last night's game, getting a run in the first. They have done the same here tonight. And looking for more against Nick Martinez. Bouncing in and blocked by Nola, and there's your first catcher's run saved of the night.
Chalk up a CRS. Nola did a fine job last night in that category. Had a handful of them. Good position. Oh, thank goodness his right arm, elbow was right there to block that, keep it in front of him.
Giving him a little extra time. Professional courtesy here. Brian O'Nora, the home plate umpire. A little brush off the plate, giving him some more time. Did get that bare arm, as you tried to say.
Yeah, I tried to combine arm and elbow together.
Made it a barm. On the ground up the middle into center field, a base hit off the bat of Montero. It'll score Blackman, and the Rockies take a 2-0 lead in the first inning. An RBI single for Lahirius Montero.
Well, last night the Rockies, there's the changeup and the location. Yeah, it's in, but he gets his hands in nicely and finds the hole on the right side, left side, as the Rockies did last night. 5.5 hole. Tonight on the other side of the shortstop, Xander Bogaerts.
First and second with 2 away in the inning, and Elias Diaz, the catcher, batting out of the 7th spot. In this series, which is a game and 2/3, really, they got 20 hits in 9 2/3 innings in this series against the Padres. They are swinging the bat, and they've been very aggressive, swinging early in counts, and having success doing so. Last night against Snell and company, and tonight Nick Martinez in the first inning has thrown 21 first inning pitches and is not out of it yet, and trails 2-0.
Yeah, heavy workload, a lot of traffic.
It's been a taxing first inning.
Nick has to rely on movement with that cut fastball back and forth, you know, mixing the fastball, throw the changeup, get him out in front for that weak grounder or pop fly.
Wild swing and a miss, and he's able to strike out Diaz to end the inning, but 2 runs for the Rockies. It's on to the bottom of the first inning. Here's the Padres starting 9. Xander Bogaerts going to lead it off tonight. Little different look. He's at shortstop. Juan Soto in left. Manny Machado at third. Nelson Cruz in there tonight. The DH. Jay Cronenworth at first base with Austin Nola doing the catching. Sung Kim at second base. Trent Grisham in center. And Jose Azocar in right. Kyle Freeland on the mound tonight for the Rockies.
When he's on his game, he will get you a ground ball. The left-hander from Denver, Colorado last season. 31 starts. Below 500 record. Almost 180 innings for the left-hander and 131 strikeouts. So, hey, if you get a first ball strike, go at it. First pitch in play against Freeland. Tell you what, the average is really, really up there. 438 first pitch in play last year against Freeland.
Well, a nice start for Bogaerts last night. Skies one to left center. Tough sky right now, as Daza dances over and makes the catch for out number 1. So 1 away, and we check out the Rockies defensively. Harold Castro is in left. It's Jonathan Daza in center. Chris Bryant in right. Third to first, Lahirius Montero, Ezekiel Tovar, Brian McMahon, and C.J. Cron, with Elias Diaz doing the catching for Kyle Freeland. 1 out in the first for Juan Soto. 153 games last year for Soto, in between Washington and San Diego. Takes the strike, didn't like it, and it's 0-2. Turns around, says something to Brian O'Nora.
Now you got to really battle.
Yeah, he's taking his time out to gather his thoughts.
Better be locked in from here on out after that timeout, right? 2 strikes. Time to gather himself right here. Freeland's probably going to try to go off the plate here.
Freeland wanted it. Thought he might have had strike 3, but not the case. 1-2.
In off the plate. How about right here going the other way, maybe with a sweeper down and away.
He stayed down and away. Slider.
That's something that Soto does so well. He knows the strike zone. Down 0-2. Now he's back in the count 2-2.
Freeland made 2 appearances in the WBC. 2 runs in 6 innings. All in relief versus Team Japan. That is going to miss, and Soto works the walk. So down 0-2, ends up walking. Let's take a look at the Hyundai keys to the game.
Very important to bounce back against these Rockies. Smash City. Hey, connect. And the City connects tonight. Maybe some long balls tonight. And length from Martinez. A lot of pitches in that first inning. Try to save the bullpen. Bob Melvin said he's good for about 90-95 pitches. Hopefully maybe he can go 5.
1 out, 1 on. Manny Machado will take ball 1. He is 12 for 38 in his career against Kyle Freeland. Freeland has won each of his last 2 starts at Petco Park. 3.09 ERA here, the last 2 starts, as Machado will pop it up foul, backing out of play.
Well, early on you can see what Freeland's trying to do. He's not going to light up the radar gun. He's touched 89 on that fastball. He's got a 2-seamer and a 4-seamer. He's got to place that up and in, down and away, off the plate. And then mix in that secondary stuff. The slider, curveball, changeup.
Well, Padres really could have used a timely hit last night at some point. They're 0 for 10 with runners in scoring position. The Rockies have become a bit of a problem. The Rockies have won 11 of 20 games against the Padres in the season series last year and into this year so far.
See if Freeland goes to the breaking ball right here with 2 strikes.
This is up top with a fastball only at 88. You know, he uses his fastball only 45% of the time last year. 4th lowest in Major League Baseball last year, which stays away from it.
Yep.
Runner goes, and Machado fouls it off over by the on-deck circle.
Well, we talked about Kyle Freeland at 2 strikes. 3-2 curveball right there to Manny Machado this last year. And then 1-2, there's the curveball again. He likes to throw it. Leads Major League Baseball in that category. He'll make you fish for it. Out of the zone.
Full count to Machado with Soto. Relatively short lead at first, and going over there for a disengagement is Kyle Freeland. Runner goes, and a pop-up. Left side, Tovar runs onto the infield grass and makes the catch for out number 2. Was in the air a long time and gave Soto, who was running on the pitch, the opportunity to have plenty of time to get back to the bag at first. There comes Nelson Cruz in his first Padres at bat. .124 games last year for Cruz. 10 home runs a year ago, and eye surgery during the offseason that he feels helped him out immensely. Take strike 1. Slider on the corner. to right field, but right at Bryant, who comes in to make the catch below the cap high. Rockies have a 2-0 lead.
Nick Martinez going out for his second inning of work. And during this offseason, both Nick and the Padres thought it was great for Nick to come back as a starter. They thought that he could not only be effective, but efficient as well. Why? Well, because he doesn't rely only on swing and miss in the zone or getting guys to chase out of the zone. What am I talking about? Well, swing contact rates right now. 88% and 68% out of the zone. Those are higher than the league average. But here's the thing. He gets more contact, but it's soft contact, like that. Ground ball to the second baseman. In fact, when the ball is put in play by Nick Martinez, his contact batting average against is much lower than the rest of the league. He doesn't have to strike guys out, but he can. He had 8 strikeouts per 9 innings last year. That was the league average. But guys, when you want to get a quick out, when you want to be efficient, when you want to go deep in the game, Nick Martinez has what it takes. Great pitching in the zone. Let's see if he can do that for the rest of this ball game. Don, Mudd, back up to you.
All right, Scan, thanks very much. They saw the soft contact there to second base for the first out. Ezekiel Tovar batting out of the 9 spot, 21-year-old shortstop for the Rockies.
Nothing better than as a pitcher, you're going out there, you've got a team that is swinging aggressively, and you throw 2 or 3 pitches, weak contact in the zone, some movement. That's fun. Walking off that mound, throwing fewer than 10, 12 pitches, get in that groove.
You could use that kind of economy because he had 23 first-inning pitches. Had to work hard in that first, faced 7 Rockies hitters, 2 of which scored.
And Nick doesn't seem to mind the pitch clock. It doesn't even come to play because he works quickly anyway.
Gotta go.
Yeah, we saw that last year.
2-2 grounded foul.
Yeah, he's a gotta-go kind of guy.
He has definitely gotta go. And I have 0 issues with his philosophy.
You and me both.
2-2. Fly ball right center field. Coming over is Zokar. Sugar is there, and he makes the catch for out number 2. Padres season ticket memberships are sold out. Join the On Deck membership waitlist to receive priority access to memberships once they become available. Waitlist members receive discount tickets, an invitation to member events, and more. Learn more at Padres.com/waitlist.
Clear.
Two down for Jonathan Daza. I don't know if I boxed that or it was poorly written. I don't know which.
I'll review.
You never know. It doesn't seem right. Around here is where I ran into trouble. Line down the right field line. That is a foul ball off the bat of Daza. It's either waitlist members receive ticket discounts.
No, that's correct.
An invitation.
It's
me. I boxed it straight up.
That's all right, Don.
Don. Okay. Well, 2 down. 2-1 and his crank foul down the right field line. So Jason Lewis, the guy in charge, is off the hook. It's been confirmed. It's not his error, it's my error.
Hey, it happens.
Two is fouled off to the right out of play. You know, the Rockies went 1-2-3 just one time all last night, and right now Nick Martinez trying to get him 1-2-3 here in the second as the first 2 outs of that equation.
That was in the 4th inning last night. 7, 8, 9 for the Rocks. That 1-2-3 inning.
To left, Soto coming in, and he'll get there to make the catch that ends the inning. 2-0 Rockies. Jack from Jack in the Box after a Padres home run. Jay Cronenworth to lead it off for San Diego here in the second. .158 games a year ago for Jay Cronenworth. This year playing first base. First 2 games.
Jake will do just fine over at the first sack. He's an athlete. There's no doubt about that. And without the shift this year, let's see, because Jake likes to pull the ball on the ground. See if he can get some knocks to the right side through those holes on that right side with no shift. Outfield planning to swing the other way.
3-0 pitch. Taken all the way, and he takes strike one.
Once again, that fastball's 88-89 from Freeland.
On the ground, right side. Ryan McMahon is there, and he throws out Cronenworth for the first out of the second inning. I'll bring up Austin Nola. There's McMahon at second base now. Brennan Rodgers, who played such a great second base all year last year for the Rockies, injuring his shoulder, could be lost for the year. That's a tough break for the Rocks. One down in the second inning, and here is Austin Nola. We both had the chance to visit with Buddy Black before the game. Always great to see Buddy.
Always in a good mood, loves to talk ball. Gives us some insight on his players, on his ball club. Keeps things light. He and Mike Redmond.
Still lives here in the offseason.
Yep. There's the left-hander.
Always marveled at how positive he is.
Oh, yeah.
It doesn't matter what kind of season the Rockies have had, and they've had, of course, some tough seasons the last couple of years under Bud Black, but at the same time, I mean, it's a pretty tough division. We know that.
Yes, and it starts at the top as far as the attitude, right? If you've got a manager and things are going south and your manager's not holding up his end of the bargain as far as, kicking and screaming and being negative, guess what's that going to do to the players?
He was an Aztec, yes.
Yes, he was.
Of course, with the Final Four looming here, some Padres players rooting for the Aztecs as well. This one has popped up foul, backing out of play, and during batting practice today, many of them wearing the uniforms, including Manny Machado. Saw Joe Musgrove as well walking around. Xander Bogaerts got his San Diego State uni going, as does Joe Musgrove.
The Kawhi Leonard jersey, sported by the Friars. Love it. Good luck to the Aztecs. It's exciting stuff.
2 balls, 2 strikes to Austin Nola. One out here in the second inning.
Hopefully at the end of the basketball tournament, Coach Dutcher has those scissors in his hands, right?
That's right. The pop-up foul ground. C.J. Cron will make the catch for out number 2. So 4 in a row now retired by Kyle Freeland.
Keeping him off balance. Soft contact. Grounders, fly balls. Let's see if something changes as the Padres, hopefully the bottom of the order maybe, but then when they flip it, second time around.
There's induced some contact, and stuff's been in the air. 4 or 5 outs have come in the air. The one that didn't, the ground out by Cronenworth to start this inning. 1-0. In the air to center field. Daza doesn't see it, and coming from right was Bryant, and it falls. Kim ends up at second base. Daza was running in. It's kind of twilight right now with his arms in the air saying, I don't see it. And Bryant was kind of late to react to that, and he finally gets to be the closest to the ball but can't catch it.
Has to be the worst feeling for any fielder. The ball is up in the air and you can't find it. Watch his reaction. Watch Daza. No, where is it? I don't know. Can't see it. Can't find it. Bryant tries to dive to save the day. Does his best Superman impression and cannot come up with it. And Kim's thinking, okay, he reads the outfield. We've got to go. I got to get in a scoring position. Maybe a 2-out knock and we can get on the board.
So Kim stands at second base, and Grisham takes a hack and carves it foul off to the left out of play. It's a twilight for about 10 minutes.
Yep.
Every night here. Time called, and we've got an infraction, I believe. As coming out is Brian O'Nora saying something to Kyle Freeland.
Uh-oh, we got some chirping going on, looks like. There was some pointing going on,
yes.
right? Almost like pointing on his chest there.
But I'm not sure what it was about.
I don't either.
Because there's no... It wasn't a clock infraction at all. Had plenty of time. It was 10 seconds left on the clock as Grisham drives one to left field. Castro back there has plenty of room that makes the catch and ends the inning. Kim left at second. Rockies have a 2-0 lead. It's 2-0 Rockies as we venture into the third inning back at Petco Park in San Diego. Chris Bryant will lead it off here for the Rockies. Nick Martinez deals with a pitch in the dirt. Now 38 pitches deep into his outing. Dealing with his first hitter of the third inning. Chilly here.
Yeah. Last night it was really chilly.
And of course, the rain didn't help. On the ground to Manny at third base. One down in the third. Charlie Blackmon making his way plateward. It's time to take a look at our front door expert approach. MLB leaders, most career hits since the beginning of 2014. Charlie Blackmon, second only to Jose Altuve during that time. And Xander Bogaerts in the top 5. The Padres shortstop.
Yeah, just one tough out, always putting together a professional at-bat. Even when he's deep in the hole, 2 strikes, he can foul off some pitches. He's got good command of the strike zone and uses the whole field. We've already witnessed that. Fighting stuff off, going the opposite way. You make a mistake, yes, he will crush it.
This part of the order has been a real problem for the Padres in first 2 games here. The Bryant, Blackmon, and Crone area. They have reached base 13 of 18 plate appearances in this series already. You handle them, you can kind of handle the Rockies, but the Padres have had their troubles. And it's Bryant, Blackmon, and Crone. 2, 3, and 4 for Colorado. In the air to shallow right. Out is Kamazokar coming in, and he'll make the catch in fair ground and then run into foul ground. 2 down. It's time for the Callaway long ball. Nick Martinez allowing a home run to Crone last year, June 18th. Some 428 feet away at Coors Field in Denver.
He has been a burn the saddle against the Padres, and once again foul pole to foul pole for Crone. That pitch we saw was right down the middle. You have to stay out of the heart of the plate. That's a given. Well, when a big strong kid like Crone can use the whole field and get it in his mind, right? He doesn't have to be pull all the time. Think right center field, especially in Colorado. That ball's going to go. Let's see if he went. I think that's a go. That's a big time go.
I think so.
Yeah.
Definitely goes that time. Changeup baffled him.
How about that? A 2-0 changeup from Martinez. Nick will throw that anytime, anywhere.
Three balls and a strike. Crone walked in the first inning. The only free pass handed out by Nick Martinez. Drops in for strike 2. Payoff pitch. That's ball 4, and Crone has walked again. So only 2 walks for Martinez have both been to Crone, and Based on what he did last night, it's not the worst scenario in the world.
You can see what he was trying to do there. Fastball down and away at the knees. Just missed. Cron not chasing.
So 2 outs, and there's Ryan McMahon with Cron at first base. Talk about a Cron zone at first base. You got Jake Cronenworth holding on C.J. Cron. That is definitely the Cron zone.
Yeah, double Cron zone.
Whole area.
And beyond.
Yes. Softly grounded to Cronenworth, and he'll tag the bag. That'll end the top of the third. We're through 2.5, 2-0 Colorado. Weekend series against the Rockies, and the opening series of the year for the Padres. Fly ball to right field. Bryant moving back and over to make the catch on a Zokar for out number 1. So 1 away, and that'll bring up Xander Bogaerts. It's time for the Kia player profile. Nice batting average against left-handed pitchers last year. Major league leaders. Xander Bogaerts 4th in that category, hitting at .324 against left-handed pitchers. Paul Goldschmidt, the NL MVP, led in that category, hitting at .379.
Goes to show you the major league average at .266, so blowing that away right there. A threat every time he's in the box. 4-time All-Star.
First time that Xander has led off since 2017. So it has been a while. And of course, that was with the Red Sox. I get the feeling, based on what we saw in spring training, that when Fernando's ready to go, it'll be his spot. Would you agree?
I agree. Totally. Feels comfortable there. It's a good look. It's a good feel. He's got some pop.
Good run.
Got some speed.
Yep.
You know, you make a mistake early. We saw it many times. You know, that leadoff home run is exciting. Even a leadoff single, of course. The infield single, whatever. Any way you can get on base and set it up for the next 3-4 guys. And then the rest of the lineup.
Freeland with a 2-2. Crank foul off to the right, out of play.
Freeland goes from the third base side of that pitcher's plate, and that gives you a direct line on the inside corner to the righties, like Xander Bogaerts. And then if you want to go away, especially that off-speed pitch, kind of just tailing away from the righty as Bogaerts uses his timeout.
Swing and a miss, and Bogaerts strikes out. It's just the first K of the night for Kyle Freeland, and it's out number 2 of the third inning.
There's the effectiveness of going from that third base side as this breaking ball right here backdoors it. Looks like that ball's going to be off the plate a little bit, and it comes back, and offering at it is Bogaerts for the swing and miss.
So 2 down here in the third inning. It's just the first strikeout. Freeland averages 7 Ks per 9. And it's just the first one. To the backhand is McMahon, and he'll throw out Soto. Quickly, the Padres are gone in the third. It's 2-0. Rockies through 3 in San Diego. Back at Petco Park in San Diego, where the Rockies have a 2-0 lead. Now hitting the Padres 3-1. Montero to lead it off for the Rocks, their third baseman. He's pitched 52 of the night for Nick Martinez, and it misses for ball 1. Gave up the 2 runs in the first. Had to throw 23 first inning pitches. He's good in the second and third, and now works into the fourth inning. Preserving what is currently a 2-run deficit for the Padres. Swing and a miss, chasing that changeup.
That's a doozy in the zone. And when he's on his game, Nick Martinez, he can locate. Away, in, bounce it.
Montero took his timeout and now takes a ball to even the count at 2-2. Strike three call. Frozen. Second strikeout for Nick Martinez. One out in the fourth as we check back in with Bob.
Guys, it's time now for the top tier plays presented by Arco. We talked earlier about Nick Martinez being able to induce soft contact inside the strike zone, and that is exactly what he's been doing since the first inning. He should have actually gotten out of that first inning possibly, but here he is, last 2 innings, retired 8 out of the last 9. Another ground ball right here, guys. Back over to you.
That's Scant, thanks very much. More soft contact on a soft ground ball to Bogaerts at short. 2 down in the inning.
Who doesn't love soft serve, huh? Keep it on the ground, let your infielders work. It's yummy.
2 away in the fourth for Harold Castro. He started the first 2 games in left field. And the recipient of strike 1.
Landing that curveball for strike 1. Mike can do so many things. He's got the good feel for the curveball, the fastball, and the changeup this half inning.
Left center field. Over is Grisham for out number 3. When we come back to Petco Park, Manny Machado is going to lead it off for the Padres. Last of the fourth, and as promised, here is Manny Machado to lead it off. Machado, Cruz, and Cronenworth scheduled to face Kyle Freeland here in the inning.
Sounds like a run or 3. Got to get something going here. Second time around now for San Diego.
And he popped out to short in the first inning. High fly ball to left center field has Daza calling and catching out number 1. Some communication issues going on between Daza and Castro. And they've been going back and forth on a few fly balls out there, but they've got it ironed out and no mistakes have been made yet. I think Daza's making it clear he is the center fielder and he's in charge.
He's in charge. It's his show out there.
He's their producer is what he is. So 1 out for Nelson Cruz.
And he'll let you know.
That's right. Cruz lined out to right, and Chris Bryant in the first inning. Going in that direction again, and it'll stay in the yard. Bryant is over. 2 down. T-Mobile customers get free MLB TV. Redeem now through April 3rd at T-Mobile.com/MLB.
Like any pitcher, you find that groove. Freeland is in it right now. He's feeling good. Only 1 hit given up, no runs.
Retired 6 in a row. He's got 8 flyouts, 2 groundouts, and 1 K. His out distribution and already ahead of Jay Cronenworth.
Freeland is picking up where he left off last year. 15 road starts at a nice 3.08 ERA.
Mentioned good numbers here too at Petco Park last year against the Padres. Both of his starts here last year. It's a soft ground ball to McMahon. And Freeland through the inning quickly. 2-0 Rocks. The 25th anniversary of the 1998 World Series team with a Trevor Hoffman replica jersey giveaway. Thanks to Motorola. Get tickets and learn more at Padres.com/giveaways. Ezekiel Tovar taking one to right center field on a line for a base hit. Starts things here in the 5th inning. Lead runner on for the first time tonight for the Rockies.
Swinging early, Tovar, and going the opposite way. It's a high two-seamer. That ball leaks middle in, down by the label there, and it's up, enabling him to loft that ball over the second baseman's head for the base knock.
You mentioned it. First pitch swinging.
Yep.
Last night, the Rockies swung at the first pitch 14 times. Already 6 times tonight. They're not waiting around. Taking this time is Daza. And this is the 3rd time now through the order for Nick Martinez.
So sometimes as a pitcher, you know that's brought to your attention. So are you trying to be a little bit too fine on that first pitch?
Chopped softly. Kim goes to first, his only play, and they get the out there. As taking second base is Tovar. Time for our bounty stats. San Francisco Giants Padres record against NL West teams since 2019. Well, they're 38-29 against the Giants, but these Rockies, Padres are now, they're a problem, 32-36.
Yeah, Padres got to pick it up quickly, huh? Pick up that record.
One out, one on.
Take a look at that stat and absorb that.
Chopped to short. Bogart's on the run. And in time for out number 2. On to third goes Tovar.
Weak contact on the infield. Bogart's charging there. And once again, swinging early in the count again. Big at-bat coming up right here. You've got Blackman, who's a problem. And then you've got Crone on deck. Let's see how Martinez goes after Charlie Blackman.
2 down in the 5th. And Charlie Blackman, his 3rd AB. Last 14 batters against Nick Martinez. Only had 1 hit. After he gave up 3 in the first, and those 2 quick runs that are the difference in this game. Nick was getting confirmation from Brian O'Nora where that missed. Doing some dancing down the third base line is Tovar trying to grab his attention. That's a strike, and it's 2-1. Went to the curveball to get it. High drive to deep right field. Off the bat of Charlie Blackman. That is out of the yard. He's done it again against the Padres. A 2-run home run for Charlie Blackman. First of the year, and just like that, the Rockies have a 4-0 lead. He has worn out Padres pitching over the years.
Location of the four-seam fastball. He wanted it in. Did you see where Ostrinola was? The first 2 pitches of this at-bat. In, off the plate. Didn't offer at it. Way in, right? Well, this one leaks up over the plate. Deposited in the right field stands for Charlie Blackman.
What a start to the season for Blackman. So that was his 34th home run against the Padres in his career. He's got a few.
Yep.
C.J. Crone has a few also. He has walked a few times tonight and now strikes out to end the inning. But 2-run shot for Charlie Blackman. 4-0 Rocks. The Bally Sports app presented by T-Mobile. Last of the 5th, Padres have been held to 1 hit through the first 4. And it's Nola grounding one softly. Freeland up into the air to make the throw. And what a stretch by Crone, and what a play. Kyle Freeland goes to get that baseball. The pitcher goes up into the air to make the throw, and then Crone on the other side with a great stretch.
This is one of the better plays that you will see. Close enough to the bag and a nice stretch. Freeland ends up in the third base coach's box after this play, going away from first base, and he throws that ball while in the air, gets something on it. A tremendous, spectacular play by the left-hander. That'll take a lot out of you.
Yep, and the trainer's coming out now too, as Freeland kind of is down there in a crouch for a while after that play. Let's see after he makes a throw in the air how he landed.
I think he's just gassed.
Could be.
This could be a little decoy. Hey, you know what? I felt a little twinge here. Get the trainer out here. Give me a little bit of a respite. Who knows? I don't want to speculate, Donnie.
This is good to go. Well, he has been highly economical. He's used just 9 pitches to get the last 5 outs.
That was a spectacular play. I thought he had no chance.
I didn't either, especially the way his momentum was carrying him deeper into foul ground. So 8 in a row now retired by Freeland, and there's Ha-Sung Kim, who doubled in the second inning. He is the lone Padres hit on the night.
Well, we talk about at times where one play can take a lot out of a pitcher, a player. See if this affects Freeland at all.
To center, Daza coming in, and he won't get it. It's by him. On the run is Kim. He will pull it up around second base. A double, his second of the night. Gambling was Daza, and it gets over him.
Donnie, I'm really surprised that Daza did not pull up and play that on the big hop and hold Ha-Sung Kim to a single. Jam shot, and it gets by him. You play that ball on the big hop, you got a chance to get out of the inning and go in the short way to second base. Not the case right now. Runner in scoring position.
So Kim at second, 1 away, and it brings up Trent Grisham. His second plate appearance of this one. Grabs the outside corner for a strike. Left-handed hitters for the Padres have really struggled in this series. Just 1 for 23 so far.
One swing, cut the lead in half, or trade places with Ha-Sung Kim at second base. That was the one right there. The soft breaking ball, middle in, elevated, and Grisham was thinking Petco porch on that one.
One out, Kim at second base. 0-2 the count. Missed up top, 2-2.
Now, I don't know whether that was by design. The last 2 pitches up in the zone. That could be a sign. Not saying it's the case, but the last 2 pitches, yes. Up out of the zone, taken. Trent Grisham needs one up in the zone. Do some damage with.
Fouls it off at the dish. does have 3 career home runs off of Kyle Freeland. June 17th of last year, July 14th of last year, and June 16th of the year before. Two and two to Grisham with 1 out. Kim at second base. Inside out swing, a little pop up. Montero won't have a play. It's back into the seats. Seventh pitch coming. This plate appearance for Trent Grisham. Rolls it over foul. We'll do it again. At least a slider from Kyle Freeland. And very economical, as I mentioned. 59 total pitches in 4 1/3. With Kim at second, and a 2-2 pitch again. Fly ball left field. Castro has it sized up and makes a catch for out number 2. Kim back to second with 2 away. So you're working towards the bottom of the order, and now the number 9 man, in fact, Jose Azocar, coming up.
Got to find some way to get on base to put a little pressure on Freeland with the top of the order on deck. Xander Bogaerts. Good to see him come up to the plate with a couple runners on, or Sugar trading places with Kim at second base.
Oh, got a call there. Appeared to be in and off the plate. Called a strike.
It's on the corner, all right.
Of
4th and K. So why not go right back in there, right?
Exactly. If you take the chance, it's going to be a strike.
Yeah. I'm getting that call. I'm going to bury it in there again. Either you're going to get the call, or like Azocar did, you have to offer at it because it was a called strike. There you go, soft away. You got so many things to do right here for Freeland.
The Padres, you mentioned, 0 for 10 last night, 0 for 12 now so far in this series with runners in scoring position. Trying to break that 0 for 12. Fly ball, foul down the right field line into the seats. Kim at second base. So strange not to see the shift one way or the other. Straight up. 1-2 pitch. On the ground towards short. Tovar's to his left. His throw is good, and the inning is over. Play 5. It's 4-0 Colorado. They're coming to bat here in the top of the 6th inning. Nick Martinez. 71 pitches deep into his outing, and Ryan McMahon greets him with a foul off to the left out of play. 3rd plate appearance for Ryan McMahon. He's grounded into a fielder's choice and grounded out to first base.
he's really trying to tie up McMahon. Stuff inside, a little cut fastball right there off the shoe tops. He's got that changeup in his back pocket, righty on lefty. Down and away probably.
It's just a piece to stay alive. It'll be McMahon, Montero, and Diaz here in the top of the 6th inning.
Now's a good time to go right back inside with that cut fastball. But you never know. You might double up on that changeup. That's the guessing game, and where McMahon has to be short and quick.
Got a piece again. He's been pretty versatile last couple of years for the Rockies. It's on a 1-2 pitch. Very high. This with that four-seam fastball. Man taking his timeout. We'll reset the clock again. And now we got umpires coming down from first and third. The first base umpire, Pat Hoberg, is coming down. He got the attention of Brian O'Nora. I don't know what this is about, but they're going to get together. Like he said, he can't call timeout there. I'm not sure why he couldn't.
I'm not really sure, Don.
The umpire's getting used to the new rules as well, and now they're going to confer with Nola.
See what O'Nora does behind home plate. Who does he point to? Okay, time.
Nola wanted time.
Yeah.
Is he not allowed to get time there? Now Bud Black is coming out to talk. Can't call timeout. He's got to go visit with the pitcher. If he does call timeout, it's got to be a charged visit. So that's what he's doing now, I guess. I think Bud's enjoying the answer that he's getting. What do you think?
Yeah, judging by his body language, absolutely. Yep. He wants a ball credited to his hitter, probably, huh?
So we will continue here with the count of 2-2 to Ryan McMahon. Fly ball center field. Grisham going back onto the dirt of the track to make the catch. And now a quick word from Bill Howe.
You've heard our jingle, we know how. We also know why. After 40 years, you continue to trust us. Quality and service matter. Call 1-800-BILL-HOWE because
we know how.
One down in the 6th inning. Herius Montero 1 for 2 in this game with an RBI single and a swing and a miss for strike one. Waves at that and strikes out. That's the 4th strikeout for Nick Martinez. 2 down in the 6th inning.
Got the changeup working. That one off the table right there. A nice block with 2 strikes. There's the grip. Turns it over. And applying the tag for the out.
Two down in the sixth, and Diaz swinging at that first pitch. And changeup has him off balance. This Diaz has struck out swinging and grounded out to short. To short again, 3-hopper to Bogaerts, and that'll end the sixth inning. A 1-2-3 inning for Martinez. 4-0 Rocks. Kids Fest presented by SDG&E. Kids can enjoy inflatables, face painters, and balloon artists. On select Sundays, kids can run the bases after the game. Perfect for families. Learn more at Padres.com/KidsFest. Rockies have a 4-0 advantage. The top of the Padres order, Xander Bogaerts. Will take ball one from Kyle Freeland. Freeland is coming off an inning in which he had to throw 18 pitches. That is the most of any inning he's had to throw, and he's only thrown 66 total. Evens the count at 1-1 to Xander Bogaerts. As Freeland starts this sixth inning, it's like some stirring going on in the pen. This is to right center, and that'll get in. Bryant will get it back in, but Xander Bogaerts, who had 3 hits last night, has his first hit of tonight. And a good start to the bottom of the sixth inning for San Diego.
Donnie, we always talk about third time through, right? Well, let's get to that point. Bogaerts leading off the sixth here with a single. It's his third at bat. And Bud Black of the Rockies, you just mentioned it, there is action in the Rockies bullpen preparing to possibly relieve Freeland, but this is the part of the order in the third time around to do some damage for the Padres.
Juan Soto has walked and grounded out to second base. Popped up right side. McMahon and Crone. It'll be Crone. First out in the bottom of the sixth. Well, double barrel now for the Rockies. Jake Bird had been up. Now been joined by Brent Suter. And he's 0 for 2. Popped to short, fly to center. Put the ball in the air twice. Lead at first for Bogaerts with 1 away in the Padres' sixth inning. Highest slugging percentage on non-fastballs. Manny Machado, 638. And Carpenter now a Padre at 604 with Yordan Alvarez setting the pace at 691. Trout and Aaron Judge on that list.
Yeah, and Freeland likes to throw the off-speed stuff.
Left side, it's Montero to second for 1, on to first for 2. The 5-4-3 TP wraps up the sixth. It's 4-0 Rockies. and manage game tickets, redeem offers, access exclusive content, and much more. Download the MLB Ballpark app today. Into the 7th inning, and Nick Martinez with his 85th pitch. Dealing with Harold Castro leading it off here for the Rocks. And left fielder 0 for 2. Two. Rolled softly down the first baseline. Cronenworth will take it himself and tag the bag.
Well, you take away one pitch, and Nick Martinez, right, at that home run, he's given up 5 hits, 4 singles, and the home run. That's the big blow up to this point.
So 1 out, 5 in a row retired by Nick Martinez. And here's Ezekiel Tovar. Off balance cut there on the changeup for strike 1. Nearing 90 pitches is Martinez, and there is action in the Padres pen. In fact, it's double barrel. Brent Honeywell on the left, and of course Luis Garcia on the right.
Yeah, I mentioned before, but Bob Melvin said, what, 90, 95 pitches for Nick?
And here we are.
Yep.
On the ground to short. Bogart slides to his left. 2 down. Now a quick word from Saquon Casino.
Saquon, make it your place to just chill. I made it mine. Make it yours.
2 outs in the 7th, and the breakdown on Nick Martinez throughout the night. And that first inning was taxing. 23 pitches, faced 7 hitters, allowed 2 runs. That has certainly settled down since, but Padres have not been able to put together anything offensively against Kyle Freeland. Opposite field, and that'll get in for a base hit in front of Zokar. 2 out knock for Daza. Well, 2 outs here in the 7th. Nick Martinez in 10 starts last year. Went 7 innings just once. He's going to get a visit from his pitching coach Ruben Niebla right now.
And as a reminder, the pitch clock, now a coach's clock as Ruben heads out there, now down to 15 right now. So the visits have been shorter as well.
Everything is shorter.
Yep.
And Honora headed out there with about 2 seconds left to chase him off the mound. Hanging out there is Nola, and now Honora's going to break that up because this is taking too long.
Who's going to be the first umpire that says, okay, that's a ball?
Yeah.
Got to go.
Yep. We'll see. So 2 outs. Dawes at first. While that was going on, the Padres switched up who's warming in the pen. Bought some more time. And Bryant will roll it over foul. So now it was Honeywell and Garcia. Now it is Tim Hill alone.
So what's that tell you? This has got to be Nick Martinez's last hitter. If he gets out of the inning, so be it. If it goes on to Blackman, enter Hill.
Blackman waits on deck, and of course you hit a 2-run home run last time up against Martinez. That's in the dirt, and Nola's able to block it. Ball 2. Single for Bryant in the first inning. He scored the first run. And then ground outs in the third and fifth. In the third, one to short. Off balance with that hack. Evening the count of 2-2.
Such good arm action. We saw it last year, and he's thrown a lot of good changeups tonight. That one in particular looks like a fastball. That grip, good depth to that changeup for the swing and miss. Looks like he got a little piece of it though.
Runner goes, pitches a ball. The throw from Nola is off the glove of Kim and into shallow right. So Daza steals second base.
Now at times, you know, teams know that Nick Martinez likes to throw that changeup, right? So it's a better pitch to run on, and that's the chance you take right there. There's a short hop off the glove of Kim.
Good throw. He's out.
Yeah.
The throw was there, but it was one hopped. Instead, Daza in scoring position with 2 down and the payoff pitch to Chris Bryant. .67 strikes, 32 balls. This should be an even hundo. Check swing, incidental contact there, fouling it off.
Boy, that was awkward, wasn't it?
Yes.
That was a weird attempt by Bryant. Changed his mind in the middle.
He did. Still grabbed the bat. He found it funny. Payoff pitch again. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. That'll end the inning. It's 7th inning stretch. It's 4-0 Rockies. By Petco, official partner of the San Diego Padres. By your San Diego County Toyota dealers, we make it easy. And by Circa Resort and Casino. Rockies took game 1 last night, have a 4-0 advantage tonight as we head into the bottom of the 7th inning. Kyle Freeland, the starter for the Rockies, had 6 shutout innings through 74 pitches and departs. Brent Suter takes over.
Well, if the name sounds familiar, remember he was a Brewer. The Rockies claimed him off waivers November 18th of last year. Kind of a funky delivery. Herky-jerky. 4-pitch pitcher. 4-seamer changeup is his secondary pitch. Not a hard throw at all. And the 86 on the fastball. He relies on movement. 4-seamer changeup, 2-seamer, and a slider from Suter.
And there for strike 2 to Nelson Cruz, who has gone 0 for 2. He's put the ball in the air twice. Right at the same guy, Chris Bryant, has been up to the task twice, and there's a foul ball. Hangs at 1 and 2.
Well, the Padres are in slam range. It is getting late. After the Flyer faithful have stretched here at Petco Park, it's time for some offense. Need some points.
Swing and a miss, and Cruz strikes out. The changeup gets him. Not a huge strikeout night for Kyle Freeland. 6 innings, the 1 strikeout, and Suter strikes out the first Padre he faces.
We saw off-speed stuff from Freeland. Enter the other left-hander, Suter, and there's the changeup there.
Okay, so the pitch clock is a thing this year, but Brent Suter's a guy who's always worked quick. In fact, he worked the fastest last year with the bases empty, 12.6 seconds. Gets it, throws it anyway. His clock doesn't mean much to him. This is his normal stuff.
I like it.
Daza, the center fielder, into left center. Cronenworth will take ball 2.
What the Randy Jones and Jim Cott is going on? Working quickly.
Mark Burley.
Yeah.
Little bloop. Diving at third is Montero to make the catch on the backhand.
That ball actually slicing away from Montero, so he's got to charge this one and then go to the backhand towards the third base bag. Just before it hits the ground right there. Snags it for the out. And for Suter, that suits him fine. Oh yeah, look how happy he is.
So 2 down, and Nola. Strike one. Well, we're talking about how he was the fastest. Just over 12 seconds last year. Suter tonight, he's operating at 9 seconds in between pitches. So even faster than normal.
Got to go.
Got to go. Close pitch. Called the ball. 2-1. Back is short, down the line, and over is Tovar, the shortstop, to make the catch and foul ground. We head to the 8th, 4-0 Rockies.
Over our San Diego Padres. Mark and I are working on Padres Live, the post-game show, which will be brought to you by Toyota. Boy, Nick Martinez early, I didn't expect him to get so deep into this ball game. He was tough.
Yeah, especially the struggles in the first too, Mike, but you got to have support, and hopefully you rattle those bats in there in the dugout. You got to get some offense started.
Yeah, trying to shake the dust off and get this thing going, a little offense in high gear. We'll see you after the final out tonight on the post-game show. Now back to Don Orsillo and Mark Grant. Don?
All right, Mike and Mark, thanks so much. Into the 8th we go. Padres been held to 3 hits in this game, and as Mike mentioned, Nick Martinez gives them 7. On for the 8th is Tim Hill.
Last year for Tim Hill, 55 games, and look at that one number that sticks out. Only 1 home run given up in 48 innings from Tim Hill.
Charlie Blackmon, who homered off Martinez in the 5th, a 2-run shot. Also singled in the 1st inning. So a 2-for-3 night for the veteran who gets hit on the arm. So the hit batsman starts things here in the 8th.
Blackmon turns the right way here, name and number to the pitcher. This ball just rides up and in and catches the elbow guard. Last thing Tim Hill wants is multiple base runners with the 4-0 deficit.
Got to deal with C.J. Cron now too, who swings at the first pitch, pops it up, foul ground. That'll get out of play. Cron walked in the 1st, walked in the 3rd, struck out in the 5th after his 4-for-5 game here last night, and the 2 home runs he put together as part of the Rockies win. Talking about relievers who work quickly. There's a liner to center falling fast. That's going to drop in for a base hit in front of Grisham. And Cron with his first hit of the night. Blackmon takes 2nd. And the first 2 Rockies have reached here in the 8th.
Strong kid, Cron, fighting this one off. That's in. Down by the label. Head down. You can tell by that sound. Not clean and crisp off the sweet spot. Little duck snort to center.
2 on, nobody out. Ryan McMahon shows bunt, pulls it back, takes a strike. Anyway, Hill was the fastest with runners on last year, 18.6 seconds. His tops in the majors in between pitches. Ahead 0-2.
Big difference in splits last year against Tim Hill. Righties hit 280. Last year, lefties hit 208. So a chance here to get an out, possibly a double play ball.
Very defensive swing. It's a fair ball. Throw to 3rd, out there. Throw to 1st, out there. And a good pick by Cronenworth. So the double play when they needed it most.
Very awkward swing by McMahon. Check swing. He doesn't know where it is. That's a live ball. Good job by Nola throwing a strike to Machado, then across the diamond. Pickett. Pickett Wilson. Jake Cronenworth over at first base. Here's a bird's eye view.
Now soft ground ball to third. Machado on the run. No throw there. He turns and hopes to pick off Crone at third. Cannot. And it's first and third with 2 away. And not much Manny could do with that one. That's the second hit of the night for Montero.
Yeah, Manny does the right thing. Bare hand. Check that. Glove side. Check the runner. No chance of getting that runner at first.
It's like a pinch hitter coming up here for Diaz. No, that is Diaz. Looks like a pinch runner. As Trejo has taken over at first base. Alan Trejo came into the game defensively at third base in last night's game. And now runs for Montero at first base.
Mentioned it last night. Another Aztec for life. Trejo.
First and third, 2 down. 0-2. We'll have to wait. And slinging it over to first base is Tim Hill. Trejo back to the bag. They check. No, he did not, says Pat Holberg. Wow. Looked like he fully punched at it.
I thought he went.
Yeah.
No question.
Two. Went that time and strikes out. Hill ends up getting him and gets out of the inning unscathed. 4-0 Rockies. Official partner of the San Diego Padres by your San Diego County Chevy dealers. And by Sequan Casino Resort. Watch the Padres all season long at Sequan Casino Resort with exclusive prizes, game tickets, and more. Back at Petco Park, where the Rockies have a 4-0 advantage. Into the bottom of the 8th we go. And a former Padre closer. You can talk to the hand, Brad Hand, into the game.
3-time All-Star with the Padres. Was here 16, 17, part of 18 before being dealt to Cleveland. Last season, 55 games. A nice 2.80 ERA for Brad Hand. 3-pitch pitcher, slider, 4-seamer, and a sinker. Heavy on the sliders. Over 50% of the time from Brad Hand.
Ha-Sung Kim to lead it off, and they got pitch count problems. This really has been the only delay that we have seen from time to time. And that has been pitch comm issues. So trying to get him a new one. It's Trejo, by the way, who is over on the mound, and he has taken over at third base after pinch running for Montero, second night in a row. He is now at third defensively. tonight, Kim is 2 for 2. The rest of the Padres are 1 for 21. Last night it was Xander Bogaerts who was 3 for 4, and the rest of the Padres were 4 for 28. So the first 2 games has been one guy who offensively has been producing. Bogaerts last night, and Kim tonight. To left, and he's got his 3rd hit. 2 doubles, now a single for Ha-Seong Kim.
Mentioned it earlier, the Padres are in slam range. There's the breaking ball to Kim. He gets jammed, but he gets it elevated to the outfield for the base knock. Get it started here in the 8th.
Showing bunt is Grisham, pulls it back. Saw this against lefties last year. Tough lefties that Grisham would bunt. Didn't matter the situation. And certainly you wouldn't expect him to bunt here down by 4 runs, but showed bunt. Now he does not. It's pitched down and away. Ahead 2-0.
Hey, when you get jammed, what can happen? How about hitting the ball twice? Watch the ball off of Kim's bat. Contact inside there once, twice off the barrel. Once off the handle, once off the barrel.
Foul back, 2-2.
That was the pitch right there. 93 just above the knees. Middle in a little bit for Grisham. Here's a guy who doesn't seem to be phased. At least saw it firsthand in San Diego, Brad Hand.
So far tonight, with runners on, the Padres are 0 for 7. With runners in scoring position, they're 0 for 3. Inside for ball 3. Pretty good AB turned in here right now by Trent Grisham. Isaiah Zokar waits on deck. Ball 4, he walks him. First 2 Padres have reached in the 8th. So 2 on, nobody out, and a meeting at the mound.
Still having pitch count issues.
Yes.
They're swapping it out, it looks like.
Yeah, they want
maybe not.
Diaz is going to have Trejo give him his, but apparently Hands is working now. First time tonight, the Padres have had 2 reach in the same inning. And the first 2 have in this inning in Kim and Grisham. Here's a Zokar. Fly to right, grounded out to short. Showing bunt, and bunts it foul to the screen. Turn the order over and get the big guys up to the plate. Squaring again, gets it down. Trejo's going to first, and the sacrifice is complete. 5-4 on the sacrifice that gets Kim to third and Grisham to second.
Putting on a clinic. Boy, that's a beauty. Level bat right there. Getting in that ball perfectly. Making the third baseman field it. Everybody moves up. A job well done by Jose Azocar.
Padres in the midst of a 12-inning scoring drought. Trying to get some runs right here. Second and third, one out. And here's Xander Bogaerts. Grounded foul. Jumping on that first pitch from Hand. Flips it foul down the right field line, out of play.
Saw Xander last night getting 2 strikes on him and then depositing a single to right field. There's a little flare that would do just nicely. That would score 2.
Tonight has flat out center, struck out swinging, got a base hit to right. His last time up, one of 4 hits put together by the Padres tonight.
Watch out for the ball in dirt as well. Runner on third base. Wild pitch possibly. Boy, that seems like to me a right-hander like Bogaerts and then hand that sweeping breaking ball tough to lay off because it looks so inviting sweeping across the plate. That one ended up way down and in. So good discipline right there by Xander laying off.
Fly ball to left center field. They're coming from everywhere, and it'll be the center fielder. Daza making the catch, tagging and scoring is Kim, and the Padres are on the board. Sac fly for Bogaerts, and the Padres have a run. That looked like it might fall.
This ball is up there a long time. Looks like Daza is playing the opposite side. Wow. A lot going on right there. He was screened, took his eye off the ball, and still makes the catch. Tagging. And because of the slide, and that's only 1 run. Let's get that ball in. Try to get Soto right here.
Strike 1. Bottom of the zone. Soto disagreed. Walked, grounded to second, popped out to first. Popped up, back a third, foul ground. Trejo by the stands, won't have a play. Grisham with his walking lead at second base. With 2 outs in the 8th, finally a run in for the Padres. Next pitch will be the 20th of the inning for Brad Hand. Two and 2. There are 2 outs. Soto now, if he can keep this thing going. Manny Machado waits on deck. On the corner for strike 3. Padres get a run in the bottom of the 8th, but that's all. And the Rockies will take a 4-1 lead to the 9th inning. authority of the San Diego Padres may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the San Diego Padres. We go to the ninth, and Luis Garcia takes over.
Last year in 22, first season with the Padres, Luis led the pen with 64 relief appearances. 4-6 record. When the strikeouts are there, more strikeouts than innings pitched. He surrendered 3 home runs last year against the Rockies in 7 appearances, scoreless in 5 of 7 for the right-hander.
Harold Castro leads it off here for the Rockies, and a swing and a miss. Castro 0 for 3. He's grounded out twice and flied out to center. Oh, and 2. Good split.
Along with that splitter, the four-seamer, the sinker, and the slider.
Fly ball down the left field line. Juan Soto towards the line is there to make the catch for the first out of the ninth.
Garcia led all relievers last season with 20 holds. I mean, that's very important. This is, you know, we talk about it all the time. You know, the deficit, you got to hold the deficit. Off-speed stuff, 0.55 average on that curveball and slider against Garcia last year.
One for 3 is Tovar on the night from his number 9 spot in the Rockies order. Lifts one down the right field line, as Zokar will go as far as he can, but no chance. Well back into the seats. Former Padre, and there are a few of them on this team for the Rockies up in the pen. Pierce Johnson is up in the pen. Swing and a miss, 1 and 2.
That's a dandy slider right there. Good depth, sharp movement there.
Garcia takes over for Tim Hill, 1 inning, 2 hits, no runs, didn't walk anybody, struck out a batter. Nick Martinez, the starter, went the first 7, but he's on the hook right now. Strike 3 call right over the inside corner. First strikeout for Garcia. 2 down in the ninth.
Wanted it down and away. It's the front door slider on the inside part of the plate. Just gets that inside corner to get Tovar.
Flips the order over, and Jonathan Daza 1 for 4 night from the top spot in the order with a single to right and a stolen base. Four runs, 8 hits, no errors for the Rockies. A run on 4 hits and no errors for the Padres. And Padres finally get a run in the last of the 8th. Garcia was headed to the dugout, but called the ball 2-2.
He was halfway. Take a look at this pitch right here. Maybe in a little bit. It lit up though, right? The dot lit up.
Looking ahead to the bottom of the 9th inning, Manny Machado, Nelson Cruz, Jake Cronenworth scheduled to bat. It's 3, 4, and 5 in the Padres order, and at the very least dealing with a 3-run deficit. 2-2 is up the middle. Bogart's got a glove on it to slow it down, but it's a base hit and the second hit of the night for Jonathan Daza.
This ball hit a little bit more sharply. We've seen some weak contact tonight. 1, 2, 3, just out of the range of Bogart's. And even if he fields this one cleanly, not so sure that he is going to get Daza.
Daza at first with 2 downers. Chris Bryant, and that's strike 1 to Bryant. 1 for 4 night for the Rockies right fielders. Seems so strange to say after all the years he spent in Chicago. Just 42 games last year for the Rockies. He was banged up, a couple of different injuries, and almost dove into that pitch. A big crowd on hand tonight. 43,177. 43,177 for game 2 of this 4-game series between the Padres and the Rockies. 2 left.
Well, I tell you what, how time flies. I remember Chris Bryant getting called up to the Cubs. It was at Wrigley Field facing the Padres, here comes Coco, James Shields. Shields struck him out on changeups. His major league debut, his first at bat, was back in 2015.
That's ball 4, and down to first base goes Bryant. 2 on, 2 down. This has come with 2 outs in the inning. Got Castro and Tobar pretty quickly, but Daza and Bryant both reach, and here comes Ruben Niebla now to talk it over, the pitching coach for the Padres, with Charlie Blackmon coming up next for the Rockies.
We've got the righty on deck, but Crone, who can damage you. Blackmon, we've talked about what he has done against the Padres. Maybe just a little refresher course on how to go after Charlie Blackmon.
First and second, 2 away. Rockies trying to add on to what is a 3-run lead right now. And another good night for Charlie Blackmon. Singled, scored in the first, hit a 2-run home run in the 5th. Was hit by a pitch in the 8th. Wild swing and a miss for strike 1.
Yeah, not a bad pitch for that first offering, the splitter. Not a lot of difference in the splits for Garcia last year, righties and lefties. Righties 239, lefties 247 off the right-hander. But Charlie Blackmon's a different story. Puts together a really good at-bat, as we all know. Nice.
Down 1 and 2.
There's the slider, got him way out in front for the swing and miss.
Daza at second, Bryant at first, 2 down in the Rockies' 9th. And it's blocked by Nola. Kind of kicked it up the first baseline. No advance for Daza at second base. Nice job by Nola to keep it relatively close to him and in front of him. Two pitch. Blackman strikes out, and Garcia with a lengthy inning, but keeps him off the board. It's 4-1 Rockies. Six shutout innings tonight against the Padres. Only 3 hits. He walked one, and struck out one. Also turned in some terrific defense. Some help from C.J. Cron as well, but he was really good. And then the offense, Charlie Blackman for the second straight night comes up big. This was a 2-run home run to right for Blackman. Now 34 home runs in his career against the San Diego Padres. Padres trail by 3 as they look for some late inning magic here. And drama in the 9th with Machado, who will lead it off against our old friend Pierce Johnson into the game for the Rockies.
Seeking his first major league save. Last season, 15 games, 1-2 record, a high ERA. Throws a lot of off-speed stuff, a lot of curveballs. Opponents at 250 off Pierce Johnson last year. He only surrendered 1 home run, but that was in 14 in the 3rd innings pitched. The Denver native, former Padre, looking for that first major league save.
Well, for the Padres, it's been about 2 guys offensively, Bogaerts and Kim, in the series so far. Combined, they're 8 for 14. The rest of the lineup, the first 2 nights of the year, 3 for 43.
I would have lost that bet.
Manny Machado 0 for 3 in tonight's game. Couple of close pitches, both called balls. 2-0.
2-pitch pitcher for Johnson, and then we know that he loves that curveball. It's his number 1 pitch. 61% of the time he'll throw that number 2.
Lit up again. Called the ball again. There's a strike on the outside edge. 3-1. Machado, Cruz, Cronenworth in the 9th. Full count now. Went to the curveball. 3-1.
He might throw it again here. It's worth another look. There it is.
It's tight.
Yep.
Pressure situation. Manny taking his time out. And they'll reset the clock. Loops it foul off to the right out of play.
Another 3-2 curveball.
Foul to the screen. That was the fastball at 95. Here's Johnson taking over for Brad Hand. 8th pitch of this plate appearance coming up for Machado. Down to deep third and off the glove of Trejo into foul ground, and Machado will reach. So Trejo has been put in at third base for his defense 2 nights in a row, and that one off his glove. Down the line has Machado safely at first base.
This is a very makeable play as we take a look at the curveball. Manny out in front of it, pulls it. Backhand from Trejo. Let's see what type of hop it takes. It's a short hop, just comes up on it a little bit. Just couldn't squeeze it.
Now Nelson Cruz will take a strike on the outside edge. Ruled that a base hit for Manning. Foul down the right field line out of play. Cruz has lined to right, flied to right, and struck out swinging. They have switched it to an error on Trejo, so no hit from Machado as Cruz pops it up right side. First baseman Cron will make the catch in foul ground for the first out of the inning. One out, one on, and Jake Cronenworth coming up. Strike one. Started him with a curveball.
One thing I've noticed tonight, Brian O'Nora, the home plate umpire, that the dot lit up, but east and west on it, he's given a lot of strikes off the plate. Both sides.
Fouled off, gets a piece of Diaz, and O'Nora will give him a little time and some pain. One out, one on. Padres ninth inning, trailing by 3.
Let's see if Jake sits curveball right here. 1-2. Count in Johnson's favor here. He threw it, but it was way off the plate.
Matt Carpenter has come out on deck for the Padres. We bat for Austin Nola. 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, and Cronenworth is down on strikes, out number 2 in the bottom of the 9th.
He went to the old bread and butter, his number 1 pitch, and that is the curveball. Splits the heart of the plate. Jake out in front of it for the swing and miss.
So 2 down. Machado at first, and here is Matt Carpenter to pinch hit. Austin Nola had been batting in this number 6 spot. The order was 0 for 3 tonight. Carpenter, who started last night's game, comes off the bench to pinch hit in the 9th. Runner goes to Machado. That's strike 1, and defensive indifference as Machado will take second base.
And there's that pitch off the plate, the breaking ball. Called a strike.
Strike 2. Manny Machado at second base, 2 down. Padres trailing in this game by 3 runs. And 0-2 pitch. And a swing and a miss. Gets away briefly from Diaz, but he'll throw to first, and that is that. The Padres dropped this one 4-1. The Rockies have taken the first 2 games of this 4-game series. And the Padres struggling to get their offense going. 4-1 the final again. Padres Live is next. Mike Pomerantz, what's in store?
Well, you're right, Donnie. The offensive struggles continue. Just the first 2 games of the season. Pod scoring 3 runs between these 2 ball games. We're going to look at Kyle Freeland, what made him tough, and you'll hear from Bob Melvin. That's next on Padres Live, the postgame show.